everybody, this is Liliana Montealegre. In this opportunity I'm going to do a presentation about the narrative analysis of Cinderella according to the function proposed by Vladimir Prout. The structure of the fairy tale. Vladimir Prout, 1995, and he died in 1970. He was a Russian erudite devoted to the analysis of the basic components of fairy tales. There is always a suggestion structures in every story. He stated that there are always 7 characters that they may develop in 31 functions or domains of activity. Prout states that there are 7 characters that they are developed in fairy tales. The characters in Cinderella's they are Liliana, the stepmother and the stepsister, Donner, the minister, Helper, the magical agent, is a godmother of the fairy tale. The princess or the person looked for is Cinderella, and dispatcher do not have here in this fairy tale story. The hero, the princess, and the false hero, none, do not have either. Prout states that there are 7 characters that they are may develop in fairy tales. Those characters in Cinderella's story are Liliana, the stepmother and the stepsister, Donner, the minister, Helper, the magical agent, a godmother, the fairy tale. The princess or the person looked for, Cinderella. Dispatchers, none. The hero, the princess, the false hero, none. The function Prout describes can groups as follows. First, they are preliminary, after which follow a complication, then a development, in which the Dorn and Helper act, and finally they are the denouement, which can end with a marriage. Taking Cinderella of the example, the preliminary correspond the first 7 functions. For then we can find in Cinderella. First, we find a section when Cinderella's mother abandoned her when she is a little child. Recognizes after Cinderella's mother died, her father marries another woman with her own daughter. Delivery, the stepmother receive information, go to the ball. Trickery, the stepsister promised Cinderella to go to the ball if she helped them to choose the suitable clothes for the party. And complicity, Cinderella acted in the way the evil stepmother and the wicked stepsister take advantage for her shyness and forces to work hard. The next group contains functions associated with complication. They are Villani, the stepmother governs Cinderella's father, and he never protects her or defends her against his wife. She also causes harm over Cinderella because she suffered a lot. Meditation. Cinderella realizes how things really are. She is conscious of her wicked stepmother and stepsister performance. Departures. The Cinderella leaves the ball before midnight because she is afraid that the magic disappears. The function group of development are going from the number 12 until the end in Cinderella. And we can find some like the first function of the Dorn. The fairy godmother helps Cinderella to fulfill her dreams, provide her a beautiful dress a pair of glass slippers Yuri carried to go to the ball by turning Punky into a sparkle coach, and the 7 mice become 6 white beautiful horses, while the 7 mouse turn her into the coachman, and the godmother remembers Cinderella must leave the ball at midnight. Another one, we have a reaction at the hero. Cinderella promised to the grandmother to come back before midnight. Guidance, Cinderella's grandmother gave her a pair of glass slippers which will help her to be recognized by the prince. In return, Cinderella comes back home after the ball and nobody suspects her performance. Another function group of development in Cinderella's we can find are unrecognized. When Cinderella arrived at the ball, everybody stopped dancing, and the violinist says to play. As a beautifully dressed, nobody is able to recognize her. Recognition. As Cinderella knows that she is the owner of the glass slipper, the minister tried the glass slipper on Cinderella's foot, and what a surprise! The glass slipper fit perfectly. Exposure. Cinderella's stepsister do all the possible can for their foot into the glass slipper, but they do not succeed. Punishment. There is no any punishment in this story. However, Cinderella forgives her stepsister and stepmother with all her heart, and she tells them she wants to love her forever. And finally, there is a wedding which happening simultaneously with punishment in the analysis of the story of Cinderella. In the wedding, as Cinderella is the owner of the glass slipper, the prince announced her that he falls in love with her. Immediately, he proposed her marriage and she accepted. Thus Cinderella gains the throne.